recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
As that goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Malcolm on the right side. The shot and the goal.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Turner, your commentator with Better Media. I apologise, let me try that again. It's Mark Turner here, your commentator this afternoon with Better Media. This UPSL round of 32 playoff match between hosts Coachella FC and visitors LA10 FC. Delighted you chose to join us this afternoon here at Spotlight 29 Casino Soccer Field in Coachella, California, where it is a beautiful 70 degrees, barely a cloud in the sky, a perfect day for soccer. As you can see in the bottom of the screen, our officials are ready to go. We're just waiting for the teams to arrive. And speaking of the teams, let's go ahead and give you the starting 11 for hosts Coachella. In goal, number 1, Luis Valdez. Number 2, Jesus Gutierrez. Number 20, Junior Diaz. Number 3, Irvine Davila. Number 15, Sergio Marquez. Number 8, Mauricio Salcedo. Number 16, Turi Gonzalez, I believe that is. Number 17, Nestor Nunez. Number 7, Manuel Diaz. Number 10, Jose Iaco Flores, and number 24, Rigoberto Nejera, head coach for Coachella, Octavio Stios. That's your home team. Now to your visitors, LA10 FC. Number 7, Christian Buckner. Number 14, Yoni Garcia. Number 8, Jake Kamhadjian. Number 5, Eugene Martinez. Number 1, Ernesto Martinez. Number 19, Owen Moyo. Number 6, Alexis Perez. Number 10, Brian Rodriguez. Number 3, Michael Rosario. Number 4, Greg Stratton. Number 11, the marvelously named Mahamadou War. Getting ready to go to war with Coachella in an attempt to secure a berth in the final 16, where the winning team here today will face the winners of East Lake Soccer, also from California, or FC Arizona. In about 2 hours, we will know which of these teams is victorious and advances, and which are left to lick their wounds and wait for next season to come around for another shot at all the marbles. Our officials will shortly be leading the teams out to the centre circle. We'll hear the national anthem. Then let battle commence. There's our wonderful production team at Veta Media providing us with a graphic to support what I just shared with you. That the winners of this match in the round of 16 will face either East Lake Soccer, who I know they're based in California, I think Chula Vista, or FC Arizona. Coachella in the all black with the green socks. LA10 FC. Don't confuse this team with the winners of the MLS Championship. At least not yet. Some of these young men may have aspirations to play MLS. But for right now, they're playing for LA10 FC. They're wearing the black socks, black shorts, and the vibrant pink jerseys. With the anthem concluded, formalities taken care of, players shaking hands. We're ready to play some soccer. Well, evidently not quite ready. We have a team photo that needs to be taken with a fantastic looking mascot. That's definitely one for the clubhouse wall. Coachella FC ready to go. LA10 FC. Likewise. Let's get this UPSL round of 32 playoff match underway. Victors from this game will face either Eastlake Soccer FC from Chula Vista, California, or FC Arizona, who are based in Chandler, Arizona. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have 90 minutes plus stoppage to enjoy as we witness this contest tonight in Coachella, California, at the Spotlight 29 Casino Soccer Field. LA10 FC to kick us off. Again, wearing the pink jerseys. Coachella, our hosts, in the all black with the green socks. Excited for this one, folks. This promises to be quite the contest. Officials are off screen right now, but I imagine they're just checking with goalkeepers, checking netting and whatnot. And we are underway. LA10 FC shooting from left to right. On your screen, Coachella, obviously, right to left. And it's LA10 FC with early touches on the ball. Some great work out on the right-hand side. Trying to create something within the first few seconds of the game. Ball goes out for a throw. I do like those pink jerseys. They are very, very vibrant. They pop on the screen. Unfortunately, the white numbers on the back, not quite so much. It maybe would have been a better idea to go with black numbers. But of course, that's a commentator's perspective. Might say I'm a little bit biased. Either way, we'll do the best to identify players for you. Right now, though, LA10 FC surging down the left wing, ball into the middle of the box, and it's Roof for the net! We have a goal early doors, just 1 minute and 9 seconds. Goodness gracious, LA10 FC not standing on ceremony. Battling their way down the left wing, riding a couple of challenges before delivering the ball into the centre of the box where...
Might say I'm a little bit biased.
Either way, we'll do the best. 1-0 to the visitors. Again, excellent hustle here. Great pace down the left-hand side. Header, ball inside. Goalkeeper having no chance whatsoever. Given how challenging it is to see the white numbers on the back of the pink jerseys, I'm going to ask our production team to see if they can provide us with the goal scorer. And we'll get that to you just as soon as we possibly can. Although that goal happened so rapidly and came from out of nowhere, it was difficult to track its progress in real time. Fantastic goal though, great finish. Some excellent work in the assist, and LA10 FC, 1 goal to the good. Just 1 minute and 10 seconds in. I bet you that's going to be the fastest goal of the round of 32 playoffs. Look at the goal again. Fantastic goal, worth watching a few times over. Again, great work down the left-hand side. Fantastic first-time finish, no hesitation whatsoever. And again, LA10 breaking out on the right wing. Ball into the box. This time it's gathered up by a grateful Coachella goalkeeper, Luis Valdez. LA10 though looking very dangerous early on, making the running early doors. Great to see so many fans here on the sidelines. Sometimes in these early playoff games you don't get quite these numbers, so excited to see so many bodies here. I'm sure friends, family, probably members of the respective clubs got their flags, got their pop-up chairs, here to cheer on two teams who have certainly earned their place in the round of 32. A little dangerous from Coachella, dropping the ball back to Valdez, but no issues there. Coachella back under pressure though. I'm not sure the referee's going to deem that as a fair challenge. Through the back of a defender. No hesitation from the referee blowing his whistle on that occasion. Coachella with the free kick. Good work in the midfield, breaking down LA10, getting possession back. Coachella actually doing a pretty good job on the ball. Jose Riaco Flores in that centre midfield. Definitely very, very composed. Despite all the possession though, Coachella not creating anything offensively just yet. LA10 back in position. Playing the ball across their back line. Trying to maintain possession in midfield. Coachella hustling, harrying, ball goes out to the right hand side again. Excellent defending. Lovely work from Irvine de Villa. But LA10 again back in possession. Both teams turning the ball over just a little too easily. Both going to want to improve upon that. Again, another example. No pressure. Just sloppy, turning the ball over. Probably early nerves. It is a playoff game after all, and it has started with a bang. A goal after 1 minute and 9 seconds. So both teams just probably finding their feet. Settling down. It's LA10 though. If you joined us a few minutes late, it's LA10. A goal to the good of the two teams. I'm sure it's they who have the least nerves. A goal coming very early on, giving them that advantage after just 1 minute and 9 seconds. Easy referee whistle there. If you can't beat them, grab them. At the very least, that enables you and your teammates to get back in position. So LA10 trying to build down the left-hand side. Oof, that was rather unceremonious. And again, referee Johnny on the spot. That's where the danger came from last time, down that left-hand side. I want to get you that young man's shirt number and consequently name at some point, because he looks like an absolute firebrand. All kinds of pace down that left-hand side. But the ball comes out to the right-hand side now, and I can see that that is number 7, Christian Buckner. He tries to cut inside, create something for himself or for a teammate, but good work from Coachella. But Buckner hustling really hard to win the ball back and deliver a cross into the box, which ultimately leads to a corner. Great work from LA10's number 7, Christian Buckner, out on the right wing. Buckner and Rodriguez. Brian Rodriguez stood over the ball. It's Rodriguez who comes away with it. Slides it to the edge of the box. Chipped into the back post. Good work from Coachella in defence. Knocking the ball out to Flores. Flores rolls it back. Ball gets dinked over the top. It's asking a lot of Rigo Nejera. He does well to win the throw-in. Coachella gaining yardage, but as of yet, as we enter the 10th minute, not really placing a threat on the LA10 goal. Still very much in this game though, despite being a goal down early doors. Pretty evenly balanced, I'd suggest. Both teams seeing some good possession. But it's LA10 with the advantage, at least as far as the scoreboard's concerned. Still a long way to go. For right now, it is Coachella with a free kick. Salcedo looks to deliver. Lovely ball in to the centre of the box. Headed away by LA10. Coachella regained possession again, but the referee is flagging for I think it's a free kick on the edge of the box. There was a bump of a Coachella player. We're going to see this again on the replay. Right here. I mean, there was no attempt for the ball, and the referee didn't care for that. So this is a free kick in a dangerous position. And as a coach, all you really want for your team to do is get the ball on frame here. It can take a deflection on the way through. It can cause the goalkeeper to parry or punch. You can find the back of the net. Just get the ball on frame. Give yourself a chance to either see something from the free kick directly or on a rebound. Two players stood over the ball. Looks like it could be Nejera. It isn't. It's Diaz. Well, he did what I asked. On target at least, but didn't get through the wall. Fairly tame. And the deflection leading to a corner. Perhaps Coachella can do something more with this dead ball situation. Coachella's first corner of the match, following their free kick from the edge of the box. An extended period of pressure as they earn themselves their second corner. LA10 having to batten down the hatches for right now. Coachella bustling around at the edge of the box. But LA10 defending in numbers do a nice job of shutting down that threat and earn themselves a throw-in the process. 12 minutes into the match, if you joined us late, LA10 FC with the lead, scoring after just 1 minute and 9 seconds. We're still waiting for confirmation of that goal scorer. I know our media team are having the same challenges with the numbers on the back of the shirt, on the LA10 shirts that I'm having from our commentator's position here, but we will get you that at some point here. All that matters, though, is that LA10 scored, and it's they that lead. It's now Coachella trying to break down the left-hand side. Really good work from Néstor Núñez. Wasn't able to keep the ball in play ultimately, though, but he rode a couple of tackles there and peeled his way into the box before running out of real estate. Ball played short. LA10 looking to play out the back. Nice flick, back into the middle. Doing a good job of maintaining possession. Stringing 5 or 6 passes together, and again we have our speed demon down the left-hand side, who roasts his first man, comes inside a second. This is how the first goal came about. Free kick? Yes, indeed. Again, we need... Maybe in the second half, when that young man's a little nearer to me, we can get his shirt number, because this is where so much of the LA10 threat has come from so far this first half, and it's where the goal originated. Players with pace can be, and particularly when they have trickery as well, can be an absolute nightmare for defenders. And that's what we're seeing down that left-hand side for LA10. Let's see what they can do with the follow-up free kick. Ball chipped into the middle of the goal. Excellently gathered by Luis Valdez. Makes no mistake. So we see 2 threatening free kicks so far. One from Coachella, one from LA10. Neither of them yielding anything. LA10 now driving through the middle of the park. Snapped up by Coachella, and now they look to counter. Long distance shot, speculative, don't dislike it, from Néstor Núñez. You don't shoot, you don't score. Not as a best effort though, but you know, maybe he's just getting his sights in. Sometimes it takes that. It takes 1 or 2 shots on goal just to get a sense of distance and angles and bend and all the thing. Pace, all the things. Núñez will hope to give a better account of himself when he finds himself in a similar position later in the match. For right now, LA10 back on the ball. An acrobatic clearance from Coachella, giving possession back to the team in the pink jerseys. Left wing. You can absolutely understand why, given that so much of their threat has come down that side of the field. But it's Coachella who win the ball back now. Look to try and create something himself. Good feet out of defence, but good hustle by LA10 breaking things up. Coachella though maintaining possession for right now. Lovely little drifted ball into the middle of the park. Nice work again from Núñez, who's standing up here in this game. Good work from Flores as well. Lovely feet. Tries to create something on the edge of the box. Coachella again with an extended period of pressure here. Now moving the ball out to the right-hand side. That's a little disappointing. Players waiting in the box. And the delivery was not forthcoming. Coachella maintained possession though, in the form of throw-in. I'd love to know the origin of those green socks. That's a very deliberate decision. I like it. I'd just love to know the origins of it. Black shirt. And these vibrant green socks. I enjoy a little verde. I think we're seeing the goal back again here. Yes, we are. Great work down the left-hand side again. Alright, best guess on that number. It looks like it's 2 digits. Possibly Owen Moyo. What do you think, media team? Let's see if we can get our heads together at halftime, figure this out once and for all. My money's on Owen Moyo, but I'm absolutely determined to get that confirmed for you viewers, so we will do that at the very least by halftime. But again, as I've said before, it doesn't really matter too much who put the ball in the net. What matters is LA10 have the advantage. A goal after 1 minute and 9 seconds, the only tally of the match so far. Despite the fact these two teams are very equally balanced. I'm not sure what the possession stats are here, but I'd say Coachella might even be edging it. LA10 playing a little bit more of a counter-attacking style, which they can afford to do given that they have that 1 goal advantage. Coachella, though, have done a nice job building up a head of steam on 2 or 3 occasions, putting periods of extended pressure on LA10. Not having too much to show for it as of yet. But again, two teams pretty well matched here in this round of 32 UPSL playoff game in Coachella, California. Coachella now looking to break. It's Flores, their captain, number 10. Gets the ball taken off his feet. Excellent defending from LA10. Flores is a tricky customer. One of those players who has good balance, can go out either side. So as a defender, you're never quite sure which way he's going to go. It does tend to favour his left, as we saw there. So again, that was good defending, showing him to that side and then taking the ball off his toes. I'm going to venture that there are still goals in this game. And whenever I say that, I'm usually right. Coachella in the centre of midfield leads to a free kick. I think maybe a foot got stood on, which can be very painful. And the LA10 player is still on the ground, picking himself up gingerly. Just kind of stamping it out. And I have just realised, and they're very small, but on the front of the black shorts of LA10, they appear to also have their squad numbers. That might help us with the mystery of the goal scorer. So whenever we get to watch the goal back again, perhaps we can see when the player wheels around to celebrate what the number is on his shorts. For right now, though, LA10 breaking down the right-hand side. Good last minute work from Christian Buckner. All gets played out to the right-hand side. Buckner feints to cut inside, and then with the bottom of his foot, lovely little drag across the face of the defender, giving him space to get in behind. Last gasp defending, though, leads to the corner. Once again, it's Buckner, and Rodriguez stood over the ball. Rodriguez slides the ball into the middle, a little weak. Are we not getting the connection he wanted? And that's a little too much of a connection. A wayward shot finding its way well over the bar. Looks like that was Eugene Martinez. Again, LA10 putting on the pressure. Rodriguez down the right-hand side. That's a much better ball into the box. LA10 giving the ball away a little recklessly on the edge of that box. Then Coachella giving it right back. It's Buckner again. With those tricky feet, making to try and find space in behind Coachella. Ball ultimately gets deflected out. And now we have an LA10 player on the floor. Don't know if that was a collision. The free kick, asking for his 10 yards. Strand going to go short or play it long. He looks to play it down the right-hand side. Trying to get Buckner back in. Excellent work from Coachella. Oh, I thought it was excellent work. I thought they kept the ball in there for a moment. Again, giving the ball away needlessly. Coachella now back in possession, and they could counter quickly here. They have numbers. Great work, though, from LA10. Well, okay. It was great work initially, but it resulted in a foul ultimately. And Coachella with the free kick. All the way back to their goalkeeper, Luis Valdez. Valdez chipping it out to the right-hand side. Coachella looking to build down the right and through the middle. Nice ball over the top. Excellent work from Nahara. Winning it back under pressure. Swing ball out to the left-hand side now. Can they keep it in? They can. Excellent work from Coachella. Nunez and Flores once again providing the creative threat for Coachella, who still 24 minutes into the game though don't have a whole lot to show for it. Again, I think they have the probably just edging the lion's share of the possession, but not much in way of threat. Having the defender right now under pressure. Lovely work. Good turn, although ultimately the ball goes back to LA10, who look to build through the middle themselves. Again, really good work from Coachella. It's that man Flores again. Wearing the number 10, you'd think he's a playmaker, but this guy goes box to box. He can carry the ball, he's comfortable, plays with either foot. He's not scared to hustle back as well. Ball's now on the right-hand side, slid into the centre. Could be an opportunity here. Just wide off the post. It was Nestor Nunez who got the sight on goal. Takes a touch and then tries to place his shot. And I think had that been 3 or 4 inches to the right, that would have clipped in off the post. Instead, hits the outside of the woodwork. That's the closest that Coachella have come to tying this game up. I was just finishing my thought, saying that they look good in possession. They perhaps have the lion's share of... Oh, danger here! Terrible touch from Nunez, though. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself there. That could have been a perfect opportunity. LA10, risky at the back. Live to fight another day. That mistake ultimately not leading to a goal. Love to see that one back then when we have a chance. A little bit loose feet from the LA10 goalkeeper. And it's Flores on the deck for Coachella, which is not a good look. He's been arguably their most influential player so far. They do not want to see him injured or having to go off the field. You know, he kind of looks a lot like, for Austin FC fans that might be tuning in, he looks a lot like Rodney Redes, who was actually Austin FC's first ever signing. He was at the club for 3 seasons, ended up being sold. You don't need the whole history of Rodney Redes. I just think he looks physically very similar to Flores. Anyway, we have an attack down the left-hand side again. It's a danger man, that left winger, with pace to burn. Back on the ball. LA10 now, just trying to slow things down. Just a little bit, just settle the ball, maintain possession, and they do. Ball comes down the left-hand side again. Good defending though, really good defending. Especially in that situation, once that player is in the box, you've got to be really careful. You do not want to jump in, you do not want to give away a penalty kick. That was excellent defending, well timed. LA10 though, continuing to put pressure on Coachella, scrambling to clear their lines. It's that man Flores. He's got some support, doesn't need it. What a beautiful turn from Flores. Can he deliver the ball into the box? He is going to need a little help now. He does. Lovely ball to the back post. It's a header, gets deflected away, I think, for a corner. I am fast falling in love with Jose de Jaco Flores, number 10, Coachella. Goodness gracious, what a player. He hustles, he creates, he's tricky. He really is Mr. Influential when it comes to Coachella FC. Corner. Into the, trying to hit the front post, doesn't really go beyond the front post. Ball's rattling around, Coachella can't really get a sight on goal. It's a snapshot from the header, doesn't come to anything, and instead it breaks away. And now LA10 may get something on the counter. Trying to get numbers forward as quickly as possible. Ball delivered to the back post by Rodriguez. Coachella back in position. Able to quell the attack there for a moment. So LA10 decide to run it around the back, and again a mistake in the back. And this time it's the goalkeeper who saves their bacon. It was the goalkeeper's error a couple of minutes ago. It was the goalkeeper who came to their rescue on this occasion. This is the 4th tier of the soccer pyramid in the United States. These players are considered semi-professional. They're learning their craft. They're understanding how to play the game. They're understanding how to adopt different styles, different tactics. You are going to see mistakes at this level, and that's okay. It's all part of the growth process. Equally, when players make mistakes, you really want to see the other team punish them, because that's soccer at the top of the pyramid. That's real world. And Coachella have had a couple of opportunities to do that to LA10. Haven't made the most of them. But that may not be their last opportunity. LA10 do like playing the ball through the backfield. If they don't get that exactly right, could lead to another opportunity for Coachella. Bit of wrestling in the middle of midfield. WWE there for a moment. Leading to an LA10 free kick in their own half. Ball down the left wing again. Oh my gosh, good feet. Really wonderful feet. Surrounded by 3 defenders. I mean, Coachella are no mugs. They understand where the danger is. But even then, able to make a difference. Buckner down the right-hand side. Good defending. Buckner's no mug himself. He poses a whole different kind of threat. Down LA10's right wing. Maybe doesn't quite have the pace that his counterpart has down the left-hand side, but he has fantastic balance. And as we've seen on a couple of occasions already, equally as comfortable going left as he is going right. Giving his markers a lot to think about. So, broken through the the 30-minute mark. Oh, a speculative ball over the top. It may lead to something here. Nope, Coachella doing a nice job of tidying up at the back. And it's LA10 who lead this match after their strike, after just 1 minute and 9 seconds. The only goal of the game so far. Coachella now, though, on the break. They have numbers. They have numbers over. Could create something here. Wonderful defending. Coachella needed to move the ball more quickly and with more determination there. A moment of hesitancy. That was all the LA10 defender needed. Great work. Buckner stepping inside, swings the ball out from right to left. Doesn't find its mark. It's Coachella back in possession. That's one thing you can say about this UPSL National Playoff Round of 32 match. It is breakneck. No quarter being given, no quarter being asked. Both teams all in. Delivering a fantastic game of soccer so far. LA10 tippy-toeing through Coachella. tackles. Lovely work. Really nice feet from Jake Kemhajian. Ball finds his way out to the left-hand side again. Tucks it inside. Gets caught under his feet a little bit. Gives Coachella an opportunity to recover and clear. But LA10 gathering the ball back up. Swinging the ball now to Buckner. Buckner not quite able to get there. Good defending from Coachella. Giving away the throw-in rather than the corner. Long clearance upfield. Nehera trying to gather it in. Doing a nice job. I love the strength of Nehera. He needs a little bit more support around him. The ball's sticking to him pretty well, but it's really difficult when you're being buffeted on one side and the other to maintain that possession and with control. But for right now, Coachella building down the right-hand side. Long ball delivered in toward the back post. Gathered in beautifully by Nunez. Nunez flicks it into the middle. LA10 clearing it with ease. Perhaps had a little bit more composure there. Maybe could have played the ball out and maintained possession as it is. Given possession back to Coachella. Long speculative ball ultimately drops to the feet of Flores. Looping cross into the middle of the box. Trying to find Nehera. Flick back in again. Nehera's definitely the target man in there. Must be 6 foot and change. But a lot of the crosses finding their way into that box are more looping than they are arrowed. And that's challenging for a striker because not only do you have to make that connection, and oftentimes you have to hang a little longer than you expect, so timing is everything, but you also have to generate the power when you connect with the ball. When it's a bit more of a flat, arrowed cross, you're not having to generate the power. It's easier to time the leap. And all you're really looking to do in that instance is make contact, just a flick, just anything to direct the ball on goal. Again, a looping ball into the box. Nice header from Flores, but that exactly demonstrates what I was saying. Flores did a really nice job with the timing, got a good connection, but because of the looping nature of the cross, his header ended up being looping as well. It's really hard to generate power and direction off a cross like that. Flores did a nice job, though, to get it on flame. Easily gathered up by the LA10 goalkeeper. Ball pinging around just a little bit. Neither team quite able to get under possession. Although LA10 now, down the right-hand side, might be able to create something here with Rodriguez. He wins himself a corner. Going to take another look at that cross. Again, here you want an arrowed flat cross. You're asking Flores to do a lot there with that. Did about as much as he could. Had the goalkeeper not had safe hands, who knows? Could have spilled it, could have led to something more. That was fairly meat and potatoes for the LA10 goalkeeper. LA10 delivering the ball into the box. Back post, excellent work from Coachella. Stern defending. It's Flores once again doing a shift at both ends of the field. Captain fantastic for Coachella. Back in possession now, looks up, pings the ball down the right-hand side. LA10 intercept. I'm proud of myself, that's only the second time I've made that slip. It's so easy to say, especially being somebody who follows MLS as closely as I do. For right now, though, it's LA10 down the right-hand side. Ball delivered into the box. A little bit of a heavy touch. Otherwise, it could have been a snapshot right off the back of it. But Coachella able to clear. Excellent ball from Flores. Finds the space out on the right-hand side. Can Coachella create... Oh, lovely cut inside! But there might be a trip there. Is there a trip? Referee says no contact. Linesman was right there too. Coachella coaching staff not happy with that. They feel like there was contact. It's Flores who cuts inside. Oh, turns his man inside out! But the ball goes wide, and Flores, I think, was caught after he hit the shot. So much happening there. Definitely need to see that back. Flores twisting his defender inside out. Shot across the goal, which I was certain was going to hit the back of the net. And then Flores in a heap on the floor. So here's Flores off his chest, cuts inside, turns his man inside out. Shot. Yeah, I think maybe he gets caught by a second defender. Nothing malicious in it. I think the second defender just coming in round the back, trying to get a block on the shot, and may even have gotten something on it. That could be why Flores wasn't able to get clean contact on his attempt on goal. So much happening there. Would love to see the incident just a few moments earlier as well. The Coachella coaching staff adamant that there was contact in the box and that there should have been a penalty kick. And on first glance, I thought there was too. Coachella winger had done enough to put his defender out of sorts and really had a clean shot sight on goal, so I don't know why he would have gone to the fore. I thought perhaps he was clipped as well, but for right now it's LA10 breaking down the left-hand side. Good ball into the back of the box. Surely an opportunity here. Oh, good cut back from Buckner. We've seen that more than once. Wonderful work though from Valdez in the Coachella goal. You know what Buckner's going to do, but it's so hard to defend it. It's like an Aaron Robbins situation or a Callum Hudson-Odoi situation. You know he's going to turn back onto that right foot. Oftentimes using that left foot drag. He does it though so well. Took his defender out, but Luis Valdez in the Coachella goal, equal to it. Spread himself well, got to the ground quickly. Deflected the shot away. Again, another ball into the box from LA10. Good defending from Coachella. Good secondary defending as well. And now they may have a chance to maintain possession and build out at the back. It's Nunez looking at his options. Oh, slip in the back of the Coachella defence. LA10 could have something here out of nothing. They've got numbers over, 4 against 4. Slowed down by the Coachella defence. Really good defending. Nobody leapt in. They just slowed things down. Excellent work again from Valdez. The young man in the Coachella goal is fearless. Another great example there. Rushes out. Throws his body at the feet of the striker. Thought maybe he deflected it away for a corner, but he had an insult to injury. Having the ball ricochet off of a LA10 player and out for a goal kick. Good work, Valdez, on all counts. Coachella in possession, making progress down that right wing. Ball gets knocked out for a throw-in. We're in the last 5 minutes of the first half of this UPSL National Playoff Round of 32 match between hosts Coachella FC of Coachella, California. Oh, ball into the box. Could give the goalkeeper some difficulty, but again, strong goalkeeping at both ends of the field. It's been a little squirrely at the goalkeeper's feet on occasion, but good hands from the LA10 goalkeeper there. Making no mistake. Again, one of those lofted, drifted crosses. Easier for the goalkeeper to get on the end of than any opposing team striker. Bit more of a margin for error for a goalkeeper going up, taking a looping ball! Oh, we talk about margin of error! And we saw it there! Christian Buckner making no mistake. God, I feel terrible for Luis Valdez. I wasn't commentating on the moment because I didn't anticipate it would become anything. I thought Valdez would either gobble that up or just hoof it away. I don't know if he got caught in two minds or realised he was outside of his box at the last minute. Let's watch it back. Speculative ball over the top. Buckner's not only not favourite to win it, and somehow he nips in between the defender and the goalkeeper and rolls the ball into an empty net. LA10 started this half hot, scoring just 1 minute and 9 seconds into it, and now with less than 3 minutes of the half remaining, they've doubled their advantage. Wonderful finish by Christian Buckner. Well, the finish was fairly straightforward, but great anticipation, good feet, and then composure when it was needed, rolling the ball into an empty net. LA10 FC 2, Coachella FC 0, which I have to tell you feels a little lopsided. Coachella don't, to me at least, it doesn't feel like they deserve to be 2-0 down. But LA10 aren't messing around. They get sights on goal. They make the most of it. They may have another one now. Excellent last gasp defending there from Coachella, who now look to counter themselves and would really love a goal before half-time. Going at 2-0 down, they'll be heads down. That being said, 2-0 is the most horrible lead in soccer. For some reason, psychologically, it's just not secure. It just feels very wobbly. It always feels like when the other team get a goal back, it's chaos. That said, if LA10 could go into the locker room at half-time, 2 goals to the good, they'll be very happy with their first 45 minutes of work, and it might be another goal! Oh, Junior Diaz trying to head away the cross from Christian Buckner. Almost diverted the ball back into his own net. No pace on the ball though, so Valdez able to gather it up. LA10 again breaking down the left-hand side. Good work from Coachella. Alright, I said earlier I thought Owen Moyo, number 19, might be the goal scorer for the first goal for LA10. I'm actually thinking it might have been Jake Kamhadjian. So I'm going to go ahead and spread my bets now across the 2 numbers on the table. Half my chips go on Owen, half my chips go on Jake. We'll see if I've won any money at half-time and we'll watch the goal back. For right now, Coachella desperate to find a way through the LA10 defence. Get themselves on the score sheet. Oh, drifted into the middle. Can Coachella do something with the scraps? Rolling the ball inside. Oh, it's just all too complex. It's all too fiddly. Nehera just flicking the ball up for himself. All he needed to do is spin and shoot, or roll the ball back for a teammate to do likewise. Just a little too intricate right now. Just spin and shoot there. Catch the goalkeeper off guard. Try and get something on frame. We are at the 45 minutes and into referee's discretion at this point. Not sure how many additional minutes we're going to have. But it's Coachella in possession. Lovely ball flicked out to the left-hand side. Can they now create something? There is a shot on target. No pace on the shot from Salcedo. But at least it's a shot on target. Coachella need to continue to give LA10 things to think about. This game is a long way from over. Next goal might be the difference maker though. You have to imagine if LA10 were to score again, that could very well be all she wrote. However, if Coachella get the goal that, quite frankly, they're playing possession, I'm not going to go so far as to say deserves, but there's no reason why they can't get themselves on the score sheet. Were they to do that, that makes it a 2-1 game, and all of a sudden, the whole complexion of the match shifts. That's exactly what Coachella are trying to do now. Through the middle and down the right-hand side, it's Nehera rolling the ball out to the right wing, getting the ball back, comes inside, rounds the goalkeeper, but oh my goodness! Talk about athletic defending. Interception initially and then flicks up and cleared out. Beautiful last gasp defending. Feels like I'm using the phrase last gasp a lot, but we are seeing defenders at both ends of the field go to the ground, slide in and make the most unlikely of tackles when strikers are getting ready to pull the trigger, and that's another example of that. Meanwhile, we have a Coachella player on the floor. Can't see quite who it is. We'll find out for you in just a moment. Hopefully it's nothing serious. The trainer's on the field, just taking a look at, it looks like the right leg. Maybe a calf issue.
Michael, it's a set piece. Michael, set piece. It's a throw in. Alex, a throw in.
Lines now. Hopefully he'll be coming straight back on. Doesn't look too serious. Might be just taking the opportunity to get his breath back here as well. He's been asked to do a lot for Coachella. Holding the ball up, bringing wingers into play, trying to make a nuisance of himself in the box, almost always doubled up on by LA10. Touch, rolling the ball back. May have another shot on target here. We do! That was done with a little more oomph. There's Gonzalez on the end of it. Left foot. Oof! I think it ringed the top of the crossbar. And that's the last action of the half in this UPSL National Playoff Round of 32 match. Coachella FC, our hosts, 0, and visiting LA10 FC 2, courtesy of goals in the first minute and the 43rd minute. We'll play those goals back for you at halftime. I'm going to ask everybody to pay attention to the white number on the black shorts of the LA10 players. We'll see if between us we can determine who scored that first goal. At least now I can see that it's the, and I absolutely love this name, Mahamadou War, number 11 for LA10, who's that winger out on the left-hand side who's been terrorising Coachella defenders all half long. So now at least we've identified that player, and I give him his props in the second half. We'll find out who that first goal scorer is. We know the second goal scorer for sure was Christian Buckner. And we also know for sure that LA10 have the advantage in this match at half-time. We're going to take a quick break. We'll rejoin you for the second half. Stick around. You rejoin us for the second half of this UPSL round of 32 game between hosts Coachella FC and visitors LA10 FC. Seeing the first goal here just 1 minute 9 seconds into the match. Let's keep an eye on those black shorts with the white number. Let's see if we can work out who it is. Turn around, turn around. Oh, no such luck. Second goal coming late in the first half. Excellent work from Christian Buckner, nipping in between the defender and the goalkeeper, rolling the ball into an empty net. That was just a few minutes from the end of the half, extending LA10's lead. 2-0. Coachella, though, very much in this game. If they've not had the lion's share of possession, then there's not much between the two teams in regards to possession. Coachella have had their sights on goal as well, just struggling to really make the most of that. They'll hope to get the first goal of the second half, really put the cat among the pigeons, give LA10 something to think about as Coachella look to fight their way back into this match. Of course, this is a playoff game, so it's a straight shootout. Whichever of these teams win will advance to the round of 16, where they'll face either East Lake Soccer from Chula Vista, California, or FC Arizona from Chandler, Arizona. We'll have the answer to that question here in 45 minutes and change. As Coachella kick us off and look to fight their way back into this match. LA10, well, they might be happy with the 2-0 victory. I'm sure they'd take a third goal, though, just to put the cherry on the icing on the cake of what at that point would surely be victory and their place secured in the round of 16. We are underway in the second half. I'm Mark Turner, your commentator, here with Veta Media. Delighted to bring you this UPSL National Round of 32 playoff match. Good hustle from Coachella in midfield, but ultimately leads to an LA10 free kick. Stakes are high in this particular competition. Obviously, the winner of this match, we'll just pause on that for a second, as LA10 looking to build down the left-hand side. Ball in from Buckner. Not his best effort. He might, I thought maybe he'd get a second bite of the cherry, but he was off the field. So it was gathered up by Coachella and ultimately deflected out for a Coachella throw. So obviously, the team that wins this match does go into the round of 16, and if they were to make it all the way through and end up winning this tournament outright, there's certainly prize money to enjoy, and of course a lovely trophy as well. But the winner of this competition also automatically goes into next season's US Open Cup. No pre-rounds, no earning your spot. The winner of this tournament, straight in the bag. Able to compete in at least the first round of the US Open Cup. So that will mean a lot to these players. As I mentioned in the first half, this is the 4th tier of the US soccer pyramid. These are semi-professional players. They're learning their craft. They're really in the infancy of their career. An opportunity is to play in the US Open Cup, to play against higher opposition, to perhaps play against MLS opposition. Not only is that a very exciting prospect for these players, it's those kind of experiences that they cut their teeth on that can really help them develop as soccer players. Right now, it's LA10 who have 1 foot in that round of 16, 1 step closer to potentially winning this tournament. And our hosts, Coachella, I'm sure, have something to say about that. Beautiful evening here in Coachella, California. About 70 degrees, a little bit of cloud cover. Beautiful weather for our game of soccer, though. No complaints in that regard. Well, no complaints in any regard. It's been a great soccer match so far. 2 pretty well-matched teams, giving us a game to enjoy. Coachella on the ball in midfield. Looking to try and build down the left-hand side, while intercepted by LA10, who are now looking to spring the counter. All inside from War, not able to get on the end of it, but then we see a 3rd goal. Just wanted to see that the referee okayed that goal. He looks like he did. There was a clash in the box, and I wasn't sure for a second if the goal was going to stand, but it does, and it is Brian Rodriguez, number 10, for LA10, who scores their 3rd and potentially game-winning goal of the match. Just 4 minutes, excuse me, into the second half. War again at the heart of everything. Great ball into the box. Missed at the front post. Rodriguez, though, sticking out a foot, clattering the Coachella goalkeeper. But to be fair, both players going for the ball, doing whatever they can to get on the end of it. Nothing wrong there. The referee saying the goal stands. And LA10 are in a good spot now. Well, it seems a little appropriate that number 10, Brian Rodriguez, should notch what could be the game-deciding goal. I don't want to write Coachella off, but 3-0, they've got a mountain to climb at this point. And the reason I say that is because the 10 in LA10 FC, for those of you who don't know, is an acknowledgement of one of the owners of the club, Italian football legend Alessandro Del Piero, whose favourite jersey number was, guess what? Number 10. Del Piero, a legend at Juventus in Serie A in Italy. So it's probably no accident as well that LA10's away jerseys are pink, which is a colour often in rotation as an away jersey for Juve. Either way, 10 is a heralded number in these parts, and the number 10 jersey, I'm sure above all others. And it's the number 10 jersey being worn by Brian Rodriguez today. Let's come up trumps for LA10 FC. 3 goals to the good now. Still 40 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. Crazier things have happened in sport and in soccer. So don't write off Coachella quite yet. Good work from Coachella through midfield. Gonzalez trying to break things up. Trying to create an opportunity for his team in the attacking third. Ball drifted from left to right. Not quite finding its mark. Its mark being Flores. Flores might win the ball now though, and he does. He tries to slide it inside. Can't make the connection. Excellent work from LA10, specifically LA10's number 19, Owen Moyo. And out to the left-hand side, collected without too much hassle by Valdez in the Coachella goal. He in turn then drilling the ball almost the full length of the field. LA10 winning it back. Possession now in the middle of the park. No hurry for LA10. 3 goals to the good. That is a beautiful ball though. Crossfield sprung out to War on the right-hand side. Hastily cleared by Coachella, but not very far. But the inbound shot not taxing Valdez at all. One thing we should point out, in the first half, Mohamedou War was out on the left-hand side. Christian Buckner on the right. They've switched this second period, which is really interesting. It'll certainly give the Coachella defenders something to think about, but I think it's also, good work here from Flores. I guess his ankle clipped. Flores just seemed to keep going and going. I was waiting for him to lay the ball off. He didn't, and ultimately got his ankle clipped. So you see he rounded one, rounded a second, and then right as he gets ready to cut into the box, gets his ankle clipped right there. So this could be a dangerous free kick. If anything, it's a little too close. In fact, it looks like Coachella might have even rolled the ball back a bit, which is to their advantage. The infringement took place about a yard outside of the box, and that really is very, very close to get the ball up and down with the necessary bend or pace. From this distance, though, Coachella could do some damage. Gonzalez on the ball, whips it over! Oh my word! That's an absolute peach! Beautiful goal from Turi Gonzalez! Number 16 for Coachella FC. Alessandro Del Piero, you'd have been proud of that one. Got to tip your hat to the opposition on this occasion when the goal is this good. Woof! Are Coachella FC back in the game? You bet they are. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a match on our hands. 35 minutes and stoppage remaining, and Coachella FC have the bit between their teeth. I'd say it's a wake-up call for LA10, but wait, LA10 really haven't been snoozing. They started the half strong. They probably shouldn't give away cheap free kicks, though, against players like Riaco Flores on the edge of the box. Our first yellow card of the match, an intentional... The referee believes it was an intentional handball. The player is protesting, suggesting it was off his shoulder. The player in question being Junior Diaz. I'm not sure if we're going to roll the tape back and take a look at that one, but I think it's probably a coin toss. I think it probably was a handball. No, well, you know what? Watching that back, I have sympathy for Diaz. The referee, however, did not. Yellow card. And now it's LA10, who have their own dangerous free kick, about the same distance out. Almost exactly the same distance out, actually. And it's their number 10, Brian Rodriguez, who scored about 8 minutes ago. Finds himself over the ball. Is this going to be an example of anything you can do? I can do better? Not so much. Good effort from Rodriguez. Got his lift, got his bend, but just a little too much lift. That blistering pace again down the right-hand side. Does a nice job of sliding the ball in early on this occasion. I love that you mix that up. Don't always have to beat your man, kids. Sometimes you can bend it like Beckham, or you can drill it in early. Catch the defense off guard. Oh my goodness. What great feet. But, okay, the referee is giving the free kick the other way. I'm utterly confused by that. And we have a yellow card, I'm imagining, for arguing with the referee. That's called a coach frustrator. Coaches hate seeing players get yellow cards from running their mouths. But I suspect that's exactly what happened there with Mr. Nunes. Again, though, I have sympathy for him. I don't really understand what he did wrong there that led to a free kick being given to LA10, unless as he was bursting his way through, he raised an arm in order to create space and caught someone in the face or something. Anyway, let's not speculate. The referee saw something, blew the whistle. Nunes wasn't happy and finds his name in the book for his troubles. And ultimately, LA10 have a free kick. Of weight there to create some space. Beautiful ball inside. It's War. Oh, and it's over the crossbar. I think he slipped at the crucial moment. Beautiful feet from Owen Moyo, though. Look at this. Look at him shift his weight. And then, oh, absolute slide wall of a pass. It bounced up a little bit for War. And as he tried to readjust his body to get back over the ball, I think he lost his footing. Either way, didn't get a clean strike on the ball. Valdez in the Coachella goal will be delighted to see it fly over the crossbar. Two clubs here in very different stages of evolution. We mentioned Alessandro Del Piero being an owner, a part owner of LA10. A club that's been around since 2016. Always high performing. In fact, I think they went through their first season unbeaten, I want to say. Not a single defeat in that first year. So the bar is high. When you have Alessandro Del Piero as one of your owners, you have to know the bar is high. It's going to be a quality threshold below which players are not going to be allowed to drop. They've certainly demonstrated high levels of quality today. Coachella now looking to break down the left-hand side. Making that a little too easy for the LA10 goalkeeper, though, who does get clattered for his troubles. He was trying to shepherd the ball out, and while the ball was still active, it was fair game. In the process, though, the goalkeeper got hurt too. Hopefully nothing too serious. Here we can see he's trying to shepherd the ball out of play. At the last minute he grabs it. I'm not even sure he kept it in play. He may have done. Either way, just to come in together. You can't hate on a striker for going for that ball. You understand the goalkeeper. Try and do his best to protect it. War trying to get around the back of the defence. Good work from Coachella again. They've actually... This is going to sound like a strange statement given that they're 3-1 down, but they've actually defended pretty stoutly today. I would say that LA10 have really made the most of the opportunities that they've crafted. But I wouldn't say that Coachella have a highly porous defence. On the contrary, I'd say it's pretty robust. You've got players throwing themselves in front of the ball. Their shape and structure is generally pretty good. But LA10 have still managed to breach it on 3 occasions. With half an hour still to go, they might not be done yet. So we talked a little bit about LA10. Coachella, this is actually their first year as a club, founded 2024. Had a rocky start in their first few games. clearly found their feet and were able to make the playoffs. So I don't imagine they would have been favourites coming into this game, despite hosting the match. But you have to give them props for even being here. That, of course, won't be enough for the players and for the coaching staff. They'll want to win this game and continue to advance in the playoffs, extend their season in the process. But you have to have an appreciation, at least, for two clubs really in very different places in their evolution. Coachella very much at the beginning of the journey, and LA10 a much more mature proposition. Hasn't been much between them though in terms of play. Both teams have given a good account of themselves today, but the scoreboard says that LA10 have done a better job of that. Ooh, that might be it could be a yellow card there. It looked like a very intentional elbow. We're going to watch that back. That's not pretty. I'm all for getting your arms up and creating space, but that's quite ugly. I know commentators are supposed to be impartial, but when ugly borders on dangerous, I think it's okay to point that out. Eugene Martinez in the book for LA10. I think that might make him the first player for LA10 to get a yellow card today. Two players for Coachella, of course, Diaz and Nunez. Their names already in the book. So Coachella with a free kick. Are we too far out to shoot? But a good delivery could create some chaos. And it's a pretty good delivery, nice and flat, but just not high enough. LA10 able to clear it. Coachella looking to recycle. Oh, good work keeping the ball in. Now we might see a danger with two men waiting for the ball in the middle, and that was the wrong pass. Again, I'm the commentator, not the coach. It's not my job to tell players what they should or shouldn't be doing. When you look at percentages, percentage likelihood that pass was going to yield even a shot on target, very, very low. Would have been better finding a player a little deeper in the box. Whether that was through a direct pass or the player that the pass actually went to, maybe him letting run through his legs, roll onto his colleague behind him. Ooh, wayward shot. Jose Liaco Flores has done some great things in the match today. That won't be on the list. If any player deserves a goal though for Coachella, it's Flores. Closely followed, I'd suggest, by Nejera. LA10 may have made a couple of subs. We'll try and get you confirmation of that. Nice clearance. Fortuitously finding a teammate. And LA10 again breaking down the right hand side. Early ball into the box. May into it. Fourth goal! Or scooped wide. You may well hold your head in your hands. That absolutely should have been on frame. It wasn't. I think that was Rosario. Again, difficult to see the numbers, especially from that distance, but that was just a little too casual. Had that gone in, I think the game would have been done and dusted. Coachella, though, still have the bit between their teeth, and they still have hope. Right now, they have the ball. Oh, well, there you go. There's the commentator's curse. Ending from LA10. Last ditch and desperate stuff, but needs must. Just get that ball out of the box. Oh, maybe a penalty shout. Referee is right there though. Oh my goodness. Talk about scrappy. I thought for a second the referee was going to call for a penalty kick. Then the Coachella player was back on his feet.
Ahí está de nueva cuenta la recuperación del conjunto de LA10 que decide romper esa pelota para donde se levanta y después el Huicho.
Scrappy now. A little fragmented. Ball's pinging around and clearances are being sliced. Leave it to Flores to settle things down for Coachella. Twisting one way, then the other. Good defending though from LA10. Flores not able to find a way free. Coachella though back in possession. Maybe looking to come out the other side. Nope, go back to the left. I'd say one of the major differences between these two teams today, because they have been fairly equally matched despite what the scoreboard reflects. Oh, lovely turn inside. Turning on the afterburners. LA10 with a shot on goal! Just wide! I thought I was going to call the game. Oh, wait, did it go in? Yes, it yes, it bounced around and looked like it went behind, but it went in! Was it that boy War? Or was it 13? I think maybe it was 13. Goodness gracious, afterburners and then some. Wonderful finish. It looked like it bounced behind the goal there. Optical illusion, which completely spoiled my calling of the goal. That's annoying, because that should be on the highlight reel for this week. Do we get a do-over, media team? Can we run that again? I'll call it again and we'll pretend like it's the first time. I know that's not how it works. We don't actually have a number 13 down here. I mentioned a few moments ago that I thought LA10 had made a couple of substitutions. I'm guessing that number 13 was one of those players that came on. Again, assuming I'm getting the number right, because these white numbers on these pink jerseys are very hard to see. But I think it was number 13 that scored. And LA10 are 4-1 to the good. Another couple of subs coming in. So this will actually back up my observation quite nicely. Before LA10 scored that goal, I was in the process of saying there isn't much to choose between these two teams, but I say the biggest difference is that LA10 have some very significant threat down the flanks. They have real ballers and they have all kinds of pace on both sides of the field, which really pins the Coachella fullbacks back, makes it very difficult for them to get forward and provide numbers. It also means, obviously, they're a constant threat on the offense. Means they can also stretch the field as well. When you've got players like that out wide, it changes the whole dynamic of what you're able to do, and really what the opposition are able to do as well. Coachella don't really have that, at least not to the same degree. And LA10 have certainly made the most of it. 3 of their 4 goals coming from the flanks. I hope I get to cover this team again in the next round, assuming they finish this game out, because they have been very fun to watch and commentate on. So 73 minutes in this UPSL National Playoffs round of 32. Host Coachella FC are behind by a score of 4-1. LA10 FC being dominant in this second half. Coachella did have a moment of brilliance from a free kick where they thought maybe they'd get back in the match. LA10 with other ideas. Oof, hefty tackle. Thought it was through the back of the player, and I think the referee agrees, and accordingly a yellow card has been issued. On this occasion to Gutierrez, Jesus Gutierrez. I'm not going to say he didn't get the ball. I just think maybe he got too much of the man in the process. Definite tug on the shorts there. Coachella able to wiggle free. No, I think the referee's going to pull it back. No advantage. So Coachella are going to get possession of the ball. Good refereeing there. Referee's been pretty good by and large throughout, really. He's been pretty anonymous, which general wisdom suggests that when you don't hear much about the ref, that suggests that he or she are doing a great job. He has had to pull out his yellow card on 4 separate occasions, but in every instance it seems to have been justified. Players might not agree with it. Other than that, he's let the game flow pretty well, and we've had a good game in the process. Coachella on the ball now. A man down. The referee is not stopping the game, just letting it flow. Surely a free kick there, though. Yeah. Bump in the backside. Again, we don't know who that number 13 is. He came off the bench. We don't have a jersey number for him. Let's see if I can pull up the roster online here and get you guys that information. But what I will say is, when you could pull a player of that obvious quality off the bench, ay caramba, how deep is this squad? So I think number 13 might be Samuel Baraka. We had a little confusion between squad rosters and matchday rosters. Nothing to do with us, just one of those things. As paperwork trades hands, and we're trying to determine who's doing what and when. So I won't swear to it being Baraka, but I think it might be Samuel Baraka who got the 4th goal for LA10. Coach isn't happy about something. He has players warming up over there. Perhaps he's not happy with the intensity of what they're doing. Anyway, coach, we have a game going on here. Thought Coachella maybe we're going to get a sight on goal, but the referee had already whistled for a free kick. A little less than 15 minutes to go and change. I think it would be a brave man at this point that would bet against LA10 FC finding their way into the UPSL National Finals round of 16. Where, as we've mentioned a few times already, they'll face either East Lake Soccer from Chula Vista, California, or FC Arizona from Chandler, Arizona. They can't turn their attentions to that match just yet, though. They need to focus on finishing out the job here. I'm sure they are. But they might be a little under 13 short minutes and change away from that final whistle, and from being able to celebrate a successful first round of the playoffs before pulling focus to round number 2. A game will be played actually after the holidays, after Christmas. It'll be played on the 4th or the 5th, that round of 16 game. I don't know if yours truly will be on mic for that one. Certainly enjoyed watching LA10, would enjoy doing that game. Hopefully I'll be on one of the games. So I look forward to catching up with you at some venue. Oh, another shot! Oh, great save! If that is Baraka, wow. That boy's got bombs in the locker. Again, sidestepping players as though they're not there. Beautiful right foot shot, seemingly heading for the upper 90. Luis Valdez in the Coachella goal having other ideas. Good strong hand pushing it over the crossbar. Corner for LA10. Ball comes back out, snapshot. A little wild. Nowhere near the goal. It's a decent corner. It drops into the box. I'm surprised actually that it was allowed to drop. Ricochets out. And again the snapshot. High, wide, and not handsome. But that's okay, it happens to the best of us. Coachella labouring a little bit now. I'm sure they're struggling with being 4-1 down. That's tough. It's tough mentally. And again, they have contributed enormously to this game. They've been competitive. They've been in the game, really, for the longest time. But a 4-1 down, you have to be in your own head just a little bit, recognising the chances you're going to get something out of this game now are remote. But props to them, they're not giving up the ghost. I think they've just done themselves a corner in the process. A little under 10 minutes to go, plus stoppage. LA10 still leading by a score of 4-1 over host Coachella FC. Looks like LA10 might be making another sub. Goal scorer Christian Buckner heading off the field, number 22. Taking his place, Buckner getting a hug from his coaches, and well he might. The young man had a stellar game today. Scoring a goal to crown a really impressive performance. Coachella drifting the ball in to the centre of the box, nicely headed down. Oh, okay, so that was a very strange sequence of events. A scuffed shot from Coachella, and everybody kind of left it as though the referee had blown his whistle. Oh, we may have another free kick here. Nope, the referee has deemed that to be a dive. Is allowing play to continue. It's that man again, lucky number 13. He's waiting for the pass. He's not going to get it though. Lame shot. An attempt at the front post. We would have been better rolling the ball back. Baraka was in the weeds, ready to be a sniper once more. Evidently this shot deflected though, and it results in a corner for LA10. As we head into the final 8 minutes of the match. Oh, slipped when the corner was taken, doesn't even beat the first man. There's been a little bit of that throughout this game. Players slipping. Makes you wonder if the surface is a little greasy. Oh, ball to the back post! Wonderful work from Valdez. That's been his trademark this entire game. He drops quick, he spreads himself, he's courageous. And there's another example of it right there as the ball skids through. Nobody's on it. Valdez is. Nice work from the Coachella goalkeeper. As I was saying, I wonder if the surface is a little greasy. I'm not sure if there's been rain in this part of the woods in Coachella, California recently. The field looks to be in pretty good condition by and large. There's a couple of little bald spots. Anyway, let's put that aside as LA10 look to break again. Coachella trying to get back in numbers. Ball out to the left-hand side. Must be an offside call. Yeah, it looks like. Again, another of those coach frustration moments. When you're the widest player in a play like that, you have the ability to see all the way down the defensive line. You shouldn't get caught offside. Bend your run. But as I've said on a number of occasions, these are semi-pro, these are young players, they're learning their craft, they're clearly very talented, but they are not yet the finished article. I'm sure this game will get watched back by both teams, most likely, so they can discuss those things they did well, and those areas of growth. Nice footwork. Coachella trying to play the ball out the back. Laura is being manhandled and outnumbered. And it's LA10 now, themselves on the attack. Well, LA10 have made at least 4 subs. It might be more than that. It might be 5. And you wouldn't know it watching them play. They look as cohesive as ever. They're moving the ball around, perhaps as well as they've done at any point during the game. Every player seems capable, seems technically strong, showing for the ball, is willing. What a nightmare if you're Coachella. You know, they're 4 goals up. They sub players out. If you're a Coachella player, you've got to be thinking, oh, goodness gracious. At least now we're going to see some of the weaker players. Maybe we can get back into this game. Doesn't seem that way. Testament to the strong roster they built here at LA10. Props to the staff and the coaches, the entire organization. Very impressive. Coachella drifting the ball into the box. Oh, brave punch from the LA10 goalkeeper. The referee may have called a penalty? It's probably just best I sit in silence at this point. I don't know what to tell you. The goalkeeper came out for a ball that he had every right to come out for. He punched it. Yes, he made contact with the striker, but that was unavoidable. And that's all I have to say about that. Well, Coachella's only goal so far came from a dead ball situation. That was a free kick. Beautifully dispatched by Gonzalez. Now Coachella's number 16 Goes from the penalty spot. Oh, and it's over the crossbar. Oh, the irony. He dispatches it. Upper 90 from 25, 26 yards out. From 12 yards, despite sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. A little too much gravy on it. Another slip from the goalkeeper then. Again, it's happening all over the field. It's quite the mystery. Thankfully, it hasn't spoiled the match, but it makes you nervous for the players, that's for sure. So Coachella not able to add to their tally. Still just the 1 goal. LA10, 4 goals to the good as we head into the last 2.5 minutes plus stoppage. It looks like LA10 FC are going to be progressing into the UPSL National Playoffs round of 16 to meet East Lake Soccer or FC Arizona on the 4th or 5th of January. I'm not going to count chickens quite yet, but it would take something beyond miraculous for Coachella to turn this game around at this point. But they have given a good account of themselves. Again, for a first-year club, no shame whatsoever. Lots here to build on. Look forward to seeing them again next season. LA10, have to imagine they could go deep into these playoffs. They clearly have talent and they have depth in their squad as well. If they can keep everybody fit and they can keep this rich vein of scoring form, who knows where that might take them. And Alessandro Del Piero. The last minute of the match. You have to love that. As combative in the last minute as they were in the first. Coachella trying to build something, trying to look for a consolation. Oof, a little late there. I think his studs got caught in the grass, and by the time he pulled them free, tried to get the tackle in that he'd intended a fraction of a second earlier, the ball had gone, and he caught the player. Nothing malicious. Worthy of a yellow card, though. And again, it makes you question what's going on with this ground, but you can see it here. Gets his foot caught just a little bit right there, and then, as you can see, dragging his toes. He clatters into the calf, I think, of the LA10 player, who's already back on his feet. No long-term damage, good to see. Overtime now, we are at the official's discretion. Surely no more than a few minutes still to go. We haven't had any crazy stoppages in this time, so I wouldn't expect anything like, 6, 7, 8 minutes or anything. Probably no more than 2 or 3. Kick to LA10 FC. I do like this referee's attitude. He doesn't suffer fools, but he also seems to have an appreciation for when players are perhaps going down a little easier than they than they maybe should. He has a pretty good radar for reality. He's governed this game quite well. Good defending from Coachella. Clear the ball out. I think they're going to end up with possession. I think it was an offside call. Legs looking just a touch heavy now, especially in the Coachella players. They know that this is a done deal. It's just running down the clock at this point. LA10 FC, they've made it count when it matters most. Maximising on their opportunities and notching 4 excellent goals in the process. Now they're just trying to stay disciplined and compact, not doing anything crazy in the last few seconds of the match. Work again in the Coachella defence. Excuse me, the LA10 defence. Coachella though, getting the ball down the left-hand side with Flores. Little showboating, and why not? He's been far and away the most impressive player for LA10 FC today. He's clearly a player who loves the game, who loves the technical aspects of the game. He's getting a pat on the shoulder actually for one of the LA10 FC players. Big smile on his face. Clearly they admire the showboating. Maybe a last opportunity. Oh, why didn't he take a snapshot there? That was going to drop and create the chance for a great half volley. Instead the ball gets choked out. And that's really been the difference. Like I said, LA10 FC making the most of the opportunities that came their way. Coachella just not being dangerous enough in the final third, despite giving a good account of themselves, being combative and being in the game for the longest time. But LA10 FC, they've got some quality players and players who know how to find the back of the net. And they did so just 1 minute and 9 seconds into the match. War bursting down that left-hand side, riding 2 tackles, slotting the ball in the middle to, we believe, Jake Kemhajian. That was the opener, and then a speculative ball over the top. It looked like defender or goalkeeper might get there first. Christian Buckner with other ideas, rounding them both and rolling the ball into an empty net. 2-0 at half-time. In the second half again, War was the antagonist, breaking down the right this time, tucking the ball into the middle, missed on the first attempt, but Rodriguez with an excellent finish at the back post. And then a spark of light for Coachella as Gonzalez puts his free kick in the corner. But with fresh legs and subs and pace to burn, LA10 FC extended their lead even further. We believe this is Samuel Baraka. Whoever it is, that's a goal of the round right there. Absolutely fantastic. Clinical, which I guess is how I'd summarise LA10 FC's performance today. Clinical against the host Coachella FC, who have to go lick their wounds. Their season is over, but they can be happy with this first year. They can be proud of what they were able to get done this year, knowing they're going to come back this next season wiser and hopefully stronger. It's LA10 FC, though, who advance into the UPSL National Finals, playing on January 4th or 5th against Eastlake Soccer or FC Arizona. Congratulations to them. Look forward to seeing what they do in the next round, and I suspect they might even go a little deeper than that. We'll see. Alessandro Del Piero is certainly hoping they will. That's your lot this evening from me, Mark Turner, and your production team here at Veta Media. Hope you have a great evening. Good night.
Casi me rico.